Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Bamer and I will be your instructor for EDU222 online educational technology. So this video will replace any formal class meeting or orientation that you might be used to in other online courses you've taken in the past. I'm going to take this time just to briefly recap with you the layout of the course site and cover a few expectations. Please watch the video in its entirety, as there is a brief assignment at the end I will ask you to complete. So the first thing I want to cover is just the general layout of the course site. You will notice that there's a tab for announcements. I will post an announcement at minimum at the beginning of each unit, and sometimes throughout the unit if I find that I'm getting questions that I think the answers would be helpful for everyone, then I'll post an announcement. But once again, at minimum, you can expect an announcement at the beginning of each unit with critical information that you'll need to be aware of. So it's best just to make it a habit to check the announcements page every time that you log into the course. Then you will see the assignments tab, just an overview of all the assignments that are due in the course. Grades, where you can check your grades. Syllabus is just another overall outline. Where I really want to focus on talking about is the modules. So the modules is how the class is set up. And you'll see that there's a general course information module that has like this video as well as the syllabus and some information on MSTA meetings and Mogia. The next module is Canvas Assistant. So if Canvas is new to you or you need to know how to do something on Canvas, I have some easy reference links here. Then there's a module with major project information. There's 3 major projects in the class, so it outlines everything you need for those. A module for the electronic portfolio that you will be keeping for this course. You likely have already started an electronic portfolio on Canvas in one of your earlier courses, and you will be adding to it throughout this class, so all the information that you need for that is in this section. And then your unit module, and there will be a module for each unit. So that's an overview of what you can expect in the modules. I don't ever take the modules down, so as we work throughout the semester and new modules are added, the previous modules will remain so that if you want to reference something from one of those, you have those accessible to you. So let's go back to the top and start with talking a little bit about the syllabus. This is a general overview of the syllabus for this course. So you'll find on the first page contact information for myself. The preferred method of communication is email, but you can, call me or text me if needed. I am not on campus this semester, but I'm happy to be there by appointment. So if you'd like to meet in person, you can contact me by email and we'll set up something to do that. There is no textbook for this course. We will use online resources and videos in place of the textbook, but you will need to have access to Microsoft Office. So if you don't have that on your computer, you can download it from the college, or you can also plan to use the computers located on campus. You will see that there's a general course description as well as information on required prerequisite classes, the standard general course outcomes and objectives. So I'll let you reference those. Information on course policy. So email is the preferred method of communication for this class. I will reply to all emails within 24 hours of receiving them, and as a courtesy, I appreciate the same in return. Just a little note that if you have a question about something and you email me, please put question in the subject line so that I recognize that as a priority email when I check my email and I can get you a response as promptly as possible. Course announcements, as I told you, I'll post those at the beginning of each unit at minimum, and then as needed throughout the course. Information on attendance and participation, as well as etiquette for participating in discussion boards and class participation, which you will be doing throughout the class. The next section covers general guidelines for submitting assignments. So you will notice that it covers the fact that any reading or videos that you're expected to watch are expected to be done. They are required elements of the course. It gives you information for submitting your assignments and the style in which they're to be completed. And just a note that I do make every effort to post grades in a timely fashion. You can expect them to be posted within 36 hours of the due date. If for some reason the assignments are lengthy, or I'm not going to be able to meet that deadline, I'll post an announcement so that you're not wondering why your assignment has not been graded. In addition, it discusses late work. Assignments are expected to be completed and turned in on time. Assignments turned in within 1 week of the due date are an automatic 50% reduction in points, and any assignments more than 1 week late will not be accepted for credit. Assignments are always due by 5 p.m. on the due date. So I have students who will question me on that and say, well, I can't get it turned in by 5 because I work. Well, you will know about it well before the due date. So you can complete it on any day and any time prior to that. The due date isn't the only day in which to complete the assignment, so that should never be a problem. All assignments will be completed on the course site. It's your responsibility to check your grades. Let me know if you have any discrepancies so that I can address those right away. And also information for the scores needed on the MOGIA in order to successfully complete the program. There is a course evaluation and grading scale that outlines all the various assignments in the class, the points they're worth, and how to reach the grade that you desire to earn for this semester. One of the most important pages in the syllabus is this course schedule, where it is outlined each one of the units and the various assignments that are due and the points for those and the due date. It's important that you reference this, keep this handy, as this is kind of your guide as we move throughout the class, but keep in mind that there is an activities and assignment list for each unit that we're going to talk about in a minute that is truly going to outline what is necessary to complete all of these assignments and earn the necessary points. You'll notice that highlighted in yellow is the background check information, and paperwork is all due. That is a critical, hard deadline, so please make sure that you meet that, as well as information on our 4-year education night, which you are expected to attend. Another piece that just simply outlines the various assignments and the standards that will be met throughout the semester if you need to reference those for your e-portfolio. And then an overall description of assignments and reminders for the course. So I realize that's kind of a brief overview, but I expect that you'll take the time to read the syllabus and gain any necessary information that you feel that you need for the course. Also in this section, you'll find information on MSTA meetings for this semester. You are required to attend at least one MSTA meeting and submit here on the assignment link the signed agenda for that meeting. And then there's information also on the MOGIA. We talked about the Canvas attendance module. So on the major projects module, there are 3 major projects in this course, and anytime that you need to do something for the projects, all that information is going to appear in this module and not necessarily in the unit module. So please make sure and pay close attention to that. I want to draw extra attention to the technology observation project, which is the first project that comes due, and it has a critical component to it, which is the background check. The background check absolutely has to be completed, and it has to be completed to specific standards. So if you open the project description, you will notice that I have all of the information outlined in detail. But what you really have to pay close attention to is this background check paperwork, what needs to be completed, how it needs to be saved, and how it needs to be submitted. The directions are very specific, and I can't stress to you enough the importance of reading this information and read it again and make sure that you submit these documents properly. I don't have the ability to change them when you submit them, so I need you to follow all of the directions very, very carefully and submit them in the right fashion. So please make sure and read those and ask me if you have any questions. Then information on submitting the background check as well as submitting your observation. There's a website project, and then there's even a lesson plan at the end of the semester. And I have made another separate video for you that outlines the expectations for the lesson plan. Then there's information on the electronic portfolio that you'll be completing throughout the course. If you haven't set one up yet in one of your previous classes, I have information on how to do that, as well as exactly what's expected of this assignment. It's not due till the end of the semester, but the nice thing is you can and probably should work on it throughout the semester so that you don't have to recall all of the things that you need as you come at the end of the semester when all your other projects are due. So try to work on that as we go throughout the semester. And then you're going to find your Unit 1 module. Once again, all the units 1 through 10 will eventually be posted as we work through the course. But one of the things that you'll notice is inside each module for the unit, the very first thing is going to be the activities and assignment sheets, followed by the links to any articles or videos that you need to complete the activities and assignments, and then the submission links for submitting those. So let's take a look at the activities and assignment sheet for Unit 1. You will notice that I have the objectives as well as just a general overview of the resources that we'll be using, which also coincide with these resources that are outlined here on the Canvas page. Then we have learning activities. So I look at learning activities as the types of things that you would do in class if you were sitting in a traditional face-to-face classroom. These are all the things that you need to do in order to learn the content for this unit. So take your time, go through them, read them. The nice thing is they don't all have to be completed in one sitting, so you can work on them as you go throughout the week or two that encompasses this particular unit. The participation points are always outlined in there, how you will earn those. And then at the end, you will see that there's going to be independent practice assignments. So these are like homework assignments, things you're going to do on your own once you've learned the content. I will always give you very detailed directions of exactly what you need to do, followed by a clarification of what you'll be submitting in the point breakdown for each unit. So this is a format that you can expect to see once again at the beginning of every unit. So when a new module is ready to go, I will post it on the site, and I will post a corresponding announcement so that you know it's been posted, and it will also be posted on the dates outlined on the syllabus. You'll get your activities and assignments, work through them, and then submit them prior to the due date. And all the due dates are outlined on here and the point value. So hopefully this has been helpful for you and gives you a little insight into the classroom setup and how we're going to be working throughout the semester. I am happy to answer any questions that you have. You may or may not have any at this time, or you may have some at a later time, but I'm always available to answer questions. At this time, we're going to conclude the video, but what I'm going to ask that you do, if you could please send me an email. There's a couple reasons that I want to do that. First of all, I want to make sure that we're communicating efficiently from the beginning. So my email right here on the syllabus, kbamer@stchas.edu. Please send me an email and let me know that you've watched this video. In that email, you can let me know of any questions that you might have at this time. Or if you don't have any questions at all, please just go ahead and send the email so that I know that you've watched the video. And I'm wishing you guys a fantastic semester, and I really look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.